Hi Cancer, welcome to your June 2020 video. Cancer, in the month of June, we have your season about to begin. On 21st of June, your season will begin. Before that happens, usually Cancer, that's a time when we take a little bit of a back seat. We go introspective a little bit, more privacy is needed. We take more time to reflect on the last 12 months. There is a sense of commitment to your place in the world that you're trying to recreate during this time. It's the time, for example, in a birth process, in a birth chart, it is shown in a child's birth chart as a position right before they are born. So they're still in the womb, but they know it will soon be the time to go out. But before that, they are getting ready. That is the point where we stand today. And during this process of you getting ready, you exploring your own inner world to some extent, reflecting on your own inner world, maybe finding a way to regenerate your soul, to get ready for what's about to come. You're sort of getting ready both psychologically and physically, in my view. This is the time when we heal from within as well as externally. We get ready to get into a new world that is about to begin, because having a solar eclipse right at on the day when seasons are changing, right on the day of solstice, is a very potent eclipse. So 21st of June eclipse will be a new start like never before. We had that last in 2001, and we all know that global events changed forever after that. We will experience globally something to an equivalent nature at that time where things will change forever. And we are already in the process of seeing a large part of that. And in our own personal circumstances, you will find that you want to start completely differently, in a completely different way with that eclipse. There is a complete reset of who you are as a person, which in my view will begin with that eclipse. And this has been in making for the last 18 months. For the last 18 months, Cancer, we've had North Node or Rahu in your sign. That's the time when big fated shifts come about in our life, bringing us to a new way of being in our lifetime. We completely shift who we are as an external reality, as our external reality, how we present ourselves to the world, and we change within in a dramatic fashion. More importantly, your relationships. Who do you relate with? Who's in your life? And how do you relate to other people has shifted enormously over the course of last 18 months. Now, with this final set of eclipses which are happening on summer solstice on 21st of June, we have an eclipse in your sign, and then on 4th or 5th of July, we will have an eclipse in your opposite sign, in your house of partnerships, relationships, and contracts. These two eclipses will bring about finality to something that needs to be completed and released, and a new way of being that needs to be initiated. There are three eclipses that are happening this summer. We'll have first eclipse on 5th of June, then we have another eclipse on 21st of June, which is in your sign, and then we have the third eclipse happening on 4th or 5th of July in your opposite sign. The eclipse on 5th of June is the eclipse which prepares you to some extent to what is new. What do we have to create new? Because it's happening in the new zodiac signs where nodes are. There are new set of eclipses that will happen over the course of next 18 months. The next 18 months, North Node will be in Gemini, South Node will be in Sagittarius. Wherever nodes are, that's where we experience eclipses. And that is also the place from where we see dramatic growth and opportunities over the course of next 18 months. Over the course of next 18 months, Cancer, you might find yourself releasing an old way of being when it comes to the way you handle your work and the way you handle your critics. the way you handle the problems that show up in the life, that is going to dramatically shift as a result of the eclipses that are about to come. And you'll see one of them happening in June itself. The eclipse that's happening on 5th of June is happening in your house of work and health routines. It will bring about something to open, something that you maybe did not see before, or something that did not reveal itself in full reality earlier, related to your health or related to your work routines. Something that needs to be completed. It could also be a project that is coming for completion, that is coming for an urgent completion at this stage. And the completion of that project is imperative for you to move forward. It could be an urgent work, an urgent request that's coming from somebody that you need to cater to, that you need to complete. It could also be a old project or a old job that is coming for completion. There is a liberation that is attached to this eclipse because it's coming with South Node. Wherever South Node is, we experience a karmic release in that direction. So it could be a project that is of significance in some ways that helps you move from one way of being in work to another way of being. It sort of releases you from certain karmic attachments, certain karmic burdens, even liberating you from a burden to some extent. It could even be a job that was burdensome. And I'm sorry to say that, but sometimes when South Node is here, there is a release of an old workplace that happens. But that workplace has possibly been a tough one for you, a certain tough period or a period of servicing others where you were being undermined to some extent might be coming to an end over here. Cancer, for the next 18 months, North Node will be in your house of moksha. North Node will be in your house of release. There is a liberation from illness, liberation from karmic burdens, which is happening. And you will see the first sort of a preview of that with this eclipse in the month of June. This eclipse will not get activated till March of 2021, which means that the process of this release will happen over a period of time and not instantly in the month of June. The two eclipses that are happening, the 21st of June eclipse and the 5th or 6th of July eclipse, will have immediate impact. This eclipse has long drawn the 5th of June eclipse in your house of home, in your house of work and health routines, will have a much longer period to pan out, because that is the new way of being that you will slowly adapt, and you'll move away from the old way of being, especially when it comes to your work, especially when it comes to your health routine. There is a detachment from troubles, and these troubles could be job related, they could be legal troubles, they could be health related. It is a time when some legal cases might be coming to an end, or it could be a work that required too much of you and it was affecting your health to some extent, that might require to be released or let go in some ways, or the work is getting modified to give you a higher standing, a higher spiritual comfort, higher health comfort in some ways. This is an eclipse which will require you to release something to achieve something better. And it will require, more importantly, a shift in the way we handle issues in our life, in the way we handle critics, in the way we solve issues, in the way we handle our daily chores as well. Because this eclipse requires you to rise a little bit above. It will require you to rise above conflicts. It will require you to rise above an old way of handling critics and maybe taking a higher road over here. It will change the nature, the adjectives that we attach to our work to some extent. When we have South Node in a house of health and work routines, our work needs to have a higher purpose. And to some extent, we are required to give selflessly in our area of work. And that could happen by you becoming a preacher, becoming a guide, becoming an educator, becoming a guide or mentor to other people in some ways, or your work might have an intrinsic value of being a healer to somebody. In the way you perform your duties, in the way you perform your work, it might help somebody in need in some ways. Your creative values, or the way you think, or your use of your mind in some ways might help certain people who are themselves suffering. This is a very much a mark of a person who uses their gifts, who uses their intelligence to help others in a charitable position in some ways, by writing, by speaking, by using their brilliant mind to some extent to help other people who are in the need of that support. And it could be by you creating something beautiful in nature, you creating something creative in nature, you creating something that helps other escape reality, escape the intense period that we are going through. You might be creating something beautiful for others over here that helps others come out of the phase we are in. In some ways, you in your work would be like a guru, like a teacher, like a liberator, like a philosopher in some ways, and that elevates what you're doing entirely to another level. This requires you possibly to release the old ways of working when it comes to material reality. It's possible that we might need to release attachment to an old workplace to some extent, attachment to the old work routine, attachment to the old way of functioning with coworkers. Even the equation with the coworkers might need to completely change because you want something different now. Growth has to come from a more spiritual, more higher, more imaginative, more creative space here. Similarly, on the health basis, you would possibly see that there is a connection between hostile environment at work or hostile environment from somebody else with the health issues. Similarly, a positive work or a positive work environment or a more elevated work environment helps you in some ways in your health. And you'll see this clear connection between your work and health during this eclipse. And with that comes a new phase of being in terms of your health routines. It is an excellent time to detach from something because this is the eclipse which comes with South Node. South Node is about detachment, detoxing something out of our life, cleaning up a diet, cleaning up sort of cleaning up what we are imbibing, as well as what we are imbibing both in our mind as well as in our mouth to some extent. You're taking care of your health in a very holistic fashion over here. And in some ways, by taking certain concrete steps to do that, helps you get a clear view of life. In some ways, detoxing your mind and your body will help you create a different way of thinking over here. And some amount of conflict might come to light during this eclipse because we have Mars in your house of philosophy. There could be a philosophical conflict that could come to light with either somebody in your immediate surrounding, a co-worker, or somebody who's with you, and that sort of questions this ability to take the higher road to start with. It will also charge you up to shift things in a different fashion. It is like from an inflammation of sorts, which is very real in nature. It could even feel physically. The emotional pain during this eclipse can easily become a physical pain, as I said in the eclipse video as well. This is where we got to be a little bit careful about how much are we letting the stress of the situation actually affect our health, our physical health during this time. But you'll be very charged up. Mars is in your house of adventure. Even though Sun is currently in the womb, that means your ego to some extent is more subdued during this time. In your actions, you will be very bold. In your sense of having Mars is our energy, right? So if Mars is in a positive aspect with us, we feel charged up to take a challenge. We feel more adventurous. We feel in our body, in our mind, ready to take on a new way of being, and decisions are made with purposefulness here. We can easily use this energy in a positive fashion to make an expansive change in our career, thinking more broadly about what we want to do, taking the higher road when it comes to conflict, ability to publish, to go into education, to try to go into developing new skill set that are going to help you change the direction of your career to some extent. You might be looking to sort of have a broader perspective of life. You want to do something more because you have Neptune in your house of philosophy. Neptune is all about going beyond mundane over here. Neptune wants you to imagine a life beyond the current existence. It wants you to sort of imagine something that does not exist yet and something that you can introduce to others. This is a aspect. Neptune in the house of philosophy is an aspect of philosophers, of people who are very artistic in nature, who get a lot of international fame to some extent because they do not believe in borders, so they think beyond borders. They don't discriminate. As a sign with this aspect, you become much more embracing with others. But Neptune has its other side as well. Neptune is a dreamer, is a philosopher, has a higher mind. It's the higher octave of love. But Neptune's lower manifestation is deception. And we can see that work out in the current environment very clearly. United States is a Cancer country. Its zodiac sign is Cancer, 4th of July, right? So you're looking at a country and you can look at the polarization in the country to see the polarization that Neptune offers as well. But there's a yearning to be somebody bigger, merge with something bigger. There's a irresistible attraction to go for something bigger. It's sort of like we want to find the key to heaven when Neptune is here. Because of that, we hunt for philosophers, we look for content to read, we look to create content which is very dreamy, very, very ahead of time, beyond reality, most imaginative in nature. We create all of that because there's a yearning to go beyond mundane. There is a yearning to create something which is beyond reality over here, and it requires a little bit of sacrifice of ego to some extent, and also sacrifice of former attachments, even the attachment to possession to some extent, to achieve that dream which is beyond mundane. And this could be the mark of a person who wants to become a writer, who wants to become a publisher, who wants to create something creative which does not exist right now. But the other side of it is something that we want to be careful of. Be sure that the philosophy, the dream, the imagination that you're going for is yours and not of somebody else. Because this is very easy to get lost in somebody else's belief system during this time. You can get colored by somebody else's belief system because Neptune does not know boundaries. Its whole creative process is by dissolving boundaries. It wants to sort of think beyond reality, and for that it has to go in a dream state. It has to go in a state of all embracing, because of which Neptune sometimes can get mixed up in wrong sort of company. And that's where you want to be careful of. And we can see that contradiction within America, for example. It can feel that, the feeling can be that, one type of belief or one type of cult is more superior. That kind of a feeling comes through with that. But there are also the other side of it, people who use this positively to dream a life beyond what exists right now, who go to space, who are exploring what does not exist, who want to explore that does not exist. But through disappointments and disillusions, finding purpose is the aim of Neptune over here, and that purpose of life has to be bigger than mundane, has to be beyond reality that exists right now. It has to be self-inspired belief system. You'll have this sense of limitless expansion, open, impressionable mind to some extent, because the mind has the most vivid imagination with Neptune placed here. Why I'm talking about Neptune in so much detail is because Neptune is standing still in the month of June. It is very strong, and you'll feel this urge to create something bigger than life, and you should leverage that. You have Mars over here, you can leverage that to create something bigger than life. And this whole need to create, this whole need to allow a creative expression, to have potential to be a channel to awaken others to some extent by being that artistic person, by letting your self expression shine, that contradicts with the mundane. It contradicts with the chores. It contradicts with needing to take care of business when it comes to work. And you'll find yourself having that conflict in some ways through an irritation in the first 10 days of the month. This is the time when we want to fly, we want to have faith in life, we want to do something completely different. It is a positive aspect with you, especially if you have planets around 21 degree of Cancer. You're a Cancer moon or sun or ascendant with 21 degree of Cancer, you'll find that this is an excellent time to create, especially around 11th or 13th of June. You'll find yourself in a position where you're driven to create something bigger than life, and you should do that if you are in a creative field. And even if you're not in a creative field, it's the time when you should leverage that energy to publish something, to create something that can influence other people. You'll sort of be going away from mundane, and something really out of the world can be created over here. But you have to take in consideration, though, this is a little bit of escapism. If we do not put that into a concrete format, it could just be a dream, it could just be a zesty feeling of belief in life, which is fine as long as you channel it productively in some ways to put it into a substance. And that is what this eclipse is pointing you to do. It is highlighting the mundane part of your chart, the chores, the work routine, the health routine, and saying that you feel this energy within you, that life has to be bigger than what it is right now. You feel this faith in life which is being recreated over here. There's a creative expression within you which knows that there is something beyond the current limitations that we feel. The sense of limitless expansion needs to get channeled in some concrete format, and that requires you to detox the old work environment, the old way of being. It's possible that a chapter in your work needs to be finished for you to get there. Similarly, your health should not get left off while you try to do that, because this is where we overextend ourselves some ways. And health issues that can specifically come to light during this eclipse include the ones that include nerves, and nerves are usually stressed when they are overused by overthinking, by extending yourself too much, by not sleeping enough, by overthinking things even in your sleep. And you have Gemini in your house of sleep. You are the kind of person who is more susceptible to doing that, not being restlessness in sleep, not being able to switch off even when you know that it's the time to switch off to some extent, not able to switch off from work even when you're sleeping, when you're on holiday or on a weekend or something, not being able to switch some part of you can actually weigh on your nerves at this stage. So it's the time to detox some of those habits, some of the things that is being overdone, that is creating health issues, that are creating psychological health issues as well in some ways, because it's possible that you are giving too much of yourself to your work, you're giving too much of your attention to work in a time when your body needs to recuperate, in a time when your creativity needs to be given breath, when your imagination needs to be given breath, when we need to find a balance of this in a world that you're exploring right now. And your road to success over the course of next 18 months is to give that part of yourself some amount of leeway, because the opportunities of growth will not come from mundane, they will come from imagination, creativity, philosophy, ability to guide others, ability to mentor others, ability to create something larger than life, becoming somebody who creates something that does not exist right now, creating inspiration which does not exist anywhere right now. So we have to be a little bit if I may say, gentle with ourselves during this time. There are going to be 6 retrogrades in the month of June. In your season, there will be 6 retrogrades. When retrogrades are there, we are required to take a step back from trying to force things to happen. And that's when we realized that there was an important piece of information that we were missing altogether, which required to be dealt with before we can go full force into things. Apart from that, we will have Mercury, the planet of communication, the planet of thinking, the planet that rules our mind, going retrograde on 18th of June in your sign. So this is again a very rare transit, having Mercury, the planet of communication, business communication, inner and outer communication, going retrograde in your sign from 18th of June to about 12th of July. That's the time when we are rethinking our whole strategy. It is the part of the whole set that we are doing right in your season. It's 3 weeks of reviewing how you project yourself. We are removing something that is blocking the full expression of you, what's slowing you down. Something shifts very, very profoundly during this time, and there is a tightening up of solutions to some old problems that are unresolved in nature, especially in your career, especially in the way you show up to the world. This is your first house, your external reality, how you show up to the rest of the world will undergo revamp, will undergo reframing to some extent. How do you frame a sentence to another person? How do you talk? How do you reaffirm yourself? How do you reaffirm who you truly are to the other person? There's a shift in external image which happens, which will come through this process. There will be a little bit of mistakes that could be made during this time when it comes to business communication, and we got to be a little bit careful of. It's the hallmark of every Mercury retrograde, but especially when it is in our sign, we got to be a little bit careful about business communication. How do we talk? The inside and the external talk would require to go through some amount of shift during this time. And whenever it happens in our sign, it's the time when our own perspective on life shifts quite a lot. We see another side of our own mind, our own thinking that we have not explored before, our own assets sometimes which are not visible to us in a normal course of scenario, they come to open. But before we get into all of that, my recommendation is to use the period before your season begins on 21st of June to try to not rush into things, try to not start things over. This is an eclipse which will bring something to open in your work and health, but it will require you to release something as a part of that. It will require you to move away from an old way of being, and it will put you on a road to quest for something new, because you will find that what you were creating earlier, it is somehow falling short of what you wanted. It somehow doesn't meet the mark of what you wanted to achieve. So it does not sort of fill you up, or it is not in line with your ideologies to some extent, because Mars is in your house of ideology. You'll find yourself in an ideological conflict with the kind of work you have been doing in the past. It might find you in a difference of opinion with somebody who you work, and that might bring out that it's not what you want to create anymore, or you want to change the way you do your work, or you want to change the way you interact with people at work to some extent, because you feel that your freedom is blocked, your sense of adventure is blocked, or your philosophy is not in line with how you're living your life on a day-to-day basis when it comes to your work. And that blockage requires you to either take a higher road and move to a different place, or it requires you to change the way you express yourself existing with the existing set of people. And it might be blocking you to self express when it comes to your work, like not being able to publish, not being able to learn to grow, not being able to expand or interact in the way you want. And this blockage in publishing and learning and interacting and expanding might come into open, and there could be something that is blocking you from doing that in your work environment. It could be because the work not being the kind of work you want to do. It could be because of something in the workplace, it could be an enemy, it could be a conflict at work, it could be a health issue. To some extent you might be losing faith to some extent in your ability to create what you truly want to create in your work, and that can come to open. One thing we got to be careful this month is that Venus is retrograde as well as Neptune is standing still. When it happens, intrinsically our feeling of being unloved is accentuated. We feel a little bit unloved when that happens because we are being taught to love ourselves. Self love is being taught in some ways by removing the external support to some extent. So just be careful that you're losing faith because you don't like what you do versus not getting enough support from other people. So the change in work or the releasing something in work should be sort of driven by your sense of adventure, by your sense of wanting to do something bigger, by your sense of sort of getting over yourself in some ways, because something is not real anymore to you, because it does not make you whole in some ways, and you would look for work that makes you whole in some ways. There's a fear of loss that might be, on the other hand, there could be a fear of loss, which might be blocking you to take a leap of faith. So you feel that there is, you will lose something that you think you have right now if you take that leap of faith. There is always a sense or a risk of failure, and when we try to take an adventure on, when we try to take a leap of faith, and you'll be required to get over that. The apex of this T square is Mars in your house of adventure. So the adventure, the sense of adventure, the sense of finding bigger meaning, the sense of finding something bigger for yourself will overcome the fear, will overcome the negativity, it will overcome the conflict even within yourself if you're feeling that right now. In my view, Mars is the outcome of it, and Mars requires warfare. Mars requires no compromise. Mars requires zest. It takes on a challenge to some extent. There's a test of courage, but we take it on when Mars is here. And Mars will be in your house of career after this for 6 whole months, all the way from 27th of June to early Jan. You will have Mars in your house of career. This is once in a lifetime opportunity to get the courage, to get the zest, to get the energy required to move mountains in your career. Mars over here will challenge your old conditioning. It will challenge your old way of being. It will challenge your ego to some extent because it will ask you to come out of your old ways of doing things and be present, be visible, be out in some ways, but it will require you to create something that has not been created before, because Mars will be in the pioneering sign of Aries. When Mars is in Aries, we try to create something that has never been created before. It is a test of courage that cardinal signs will undergo as they normally do over the course of next 6 months with Mars in Aries. Look out and not ignore the conflict that comes out, the irritation that comes out during this eclipse, which will become very evident in the first 10 days. What happens is that this is a conflict sometimes that we try to duck from because it's a mutable conflict, it's a mutable T square. So the conflict that comes out is a conflict normally that we avoid, that we don't try to face to. But this eclipse makes it impossible to avoid that conflict. There is a need to make decision, there's a need to not sit on the fence over something. There will be a need to decide a way forward to some extent with that. And we will not be comfortable with mundane anymore. We will not be comfortable if the work is not expansive enough anymore. We will not be afraid to take a leap of faith despite the fears during this eclipse. There'll be faith in the dark. There'll be need to have faith in the dark during this time. And your faith is being reinforced with Venus in your house of faith right now, and it will stay there till 7th of August, is like a secret hand of God. It is a secret hand of support to some extent from within. Somehow we feel everything will be okay, everything will be fine. In some ways, there is a thought process within us which is helping us, this innate healing gift that we have within us, within ourselves, which is giving us comfort to some extent, which is soothing us in some ways and letting us go whole in some ways. We want to be made whole. Plato used to call this aspect as the sort of all love is pursuit of the whole. In some ways, your love for yourself wants you to be whole. The aim is to make you comfortable, make you feel part of the universe. In some ways, finding your place in the world would be very, very important to you right now. And if the current existence does not give you that, in my view, the outcome of this will be Mars in your house of adventure, taking a leap of faith, having the inspiration to do it, and you like to find a practical way to express all the zest that you're feeling right now, and the eclipse will help you do that. It is happening in your house of chores. It helps us create concrete value out of our adventure. It helps us create sort of day-to-day steps around it. It helps us create the list. It helps us detox and clean the house in some ways, finding meaning in taking those steps and not expecting that the whole picture will reveal itself to us on day one. It sort of tells us, let's put down the list to start with. Let's put a few things to start with. Let's put order in some ways to our life purpose, to give life a new purpose. Let's put up a list of things that we need to do to some extent. And it might be a 30,000 feet thing. We might just be deciding things at a high level, but that's going to help you release. It will help you move forward. It will help you if you release control from trying to find the bigger plan over here, and try to go step by step. Handle what you're being given today, handle what's coming right now in front of you, rather than making a decision right now on how this will pan out 10 years from now or 5 years from now. It's not the time for us to play the occult over here. We let's not try to look at the oracle and figure out whether this would be right for me 10 years down the line. We need a now plan, and as I said, that's the road to success in North Node in Gemini, to focus on the now versus trying to figure out the bigger plan of life, because we are required to look at and focus at our immediate situation versus 10 years later at this point in time. So not serving possibly through a job is a way forward that can happen. It could be volunteering, it could be channeling your talents in some ways, realizing the talents you did not see you had before, investing in spiritual pursuits in some way, not trying to control if you're out of work, trying to focus on peace, trying to focus on spirituality, trying to focus on your dreams to some extent, keeping a dream journal, trying to find greater empathy and understanding of others, to sort of balance out if our critical nature has overpowered us in some ways, trying to release that, release the judgment, release the control, release the problem solving mode, and open your heart to a higher, easier feeling, to connect to something or someone who's bigger than yourself, and trusting that they have a plan, so you don't need to create one, at least for the next 10 years. But you need to plan the today, you need to plan the tomorrow, you need to plan possibly a week right now, but not the next 10 years for you. So good luck for that, Cancer, and I'll see you in the next video now. Thank you.